I tell you what, I'm starting to notice how much I fucking suck at making YouTube videos. Cause I've made like 5 today and it's just me rambling, and some people may enjoy that, but not many. So we're gonna do a video real quick about how to keep your property management companies, the ones that you like. And this is a pet peeve of mine. This is how not to keep them. Do you see that? That's a patch and paint. Somebody filled a teeny tiny little hole there. They didn't do a bad job filling the hole, but look at the paint. It's fucking green. That is green paint. It doesn't match at all. And this house is full of it. It's absolutely full of green paint. It is not hard to keep your property managers happy. It's not hard to do a good job at this. One of the very few things you have to do is just do a good enough job. And I mean that. You don't need to do a great job. They don't want to pay for great jobs. They're not looking for, these aren't $1 million homes, and they're not looking for people to come in here and make them brand new. These renters that move in, they're not expecting brand new. They know what they're getting into. They know they're renting. They know these homes were built 20, 30 years ago, and they're not going to be in perfect condition. But seriously, your property manager is going to come back to this property to show it to people. And there's a big old green splotch of paint on the wall. Look over here. Big green splotch of paint. Big green splotch of paint. The sheen doesn't even match. Somebody put some semi-gloss down there, and it looks like they only put 1 coat, so the patch they did underneath just sucks. It's all dried out while the rest of it's glossy. Don't do this. Do a decent job and learn what it is. You know, look at the neighborhood of the house, look at how much the house costs, and just give them what they want. And what they want is just for these things to be move-inable, to be livable, to be rentable. Another good way, and this house is another good example, this is about 40 minutes from my house, which is quite a drive. And this house is, from anyone in town, this house is probably a good 50-minute drive, if not an hour drive, from most handymen. And I'm not charging extra for it. You know, I could. Yeah, this room's gonna be a lot of work. These walls are nasty. I could charge extra, and there are companies that I do charge extra for. See, there's more of that green. But these guys send me a lot of work, treat me really good, don't complain about what I charge. And you know what? When they send me a whole bunch of garbage disposals and leaky kitchen sinks, the ones that are easy and quick to fix, do you see this shit? When they send me a whole bunch of those, and I can charge that $125 for 5 minutes of work, or 30 minutes of work, or maybe an hour of work, this is how I thank them, is I come to these places and I don't charge extra for having to drive so far. I'm gonna go around and cover up all of this other guy's stuff. They didn't even ask me to, but I've already got the paint, so I'm gonna go over every single one of these horrible looking marks. And that's really all they want. You know, these guys, the property managers, they just want these houses to be ready, and they want them to be ready quick. Which brings me to another point for how to keep, look at that, for how to keep your property managers. And the way to keep them is also to do these move outs quick. Now, I received the text message that asked me to do this move out. I received that text message about 3 days ago, and today I'm gonna be finishing it. Now, they told me that I have like 10 more days, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna finish this thing, because as soon as I finish, they're gonna call the cleaners are gonna come in, and this place is gonna get rented out. And then that homeowner is gonna be very impressed that their property manager got everything done so damn fast. So, it's not hard, folks. When you have a property management company that treats you well, that pays you timely, that doesn't complain when you're making your very fair trip fee, give them some value back. Find ways like this to come in and just, you don't have to tell them what you did. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. Just come in here and take care of these guys. Because when you do, the next time they need something done, they're going to look at everything that they have available to them, all the different handymen that they could call on, And they're going to look at one and say, well, this guy, he's pretty cheap, but it's not my money I'm spending, it's the homeowner's money. So despite the fact that this guy is cheap, I really don't want to send him over there, because every time I go back to a house to show it that he just got done working on, it doesn't look like shit. But yeah, it is, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. That's horrible. So just don't do this, guys. Treat them good. You don't need to do a perfect job. You just need to do a good enough job. But make sure you do a good enough job.